When vision and innovation combine to serve a higher purpose, the results are dynamic, accessing innovation, serving patients. That is the philosophy of NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals. NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals was created to serve a very special purpose and forged a path of its own to become the vanguard of change. NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals is a specialty company focusing on in-licensing and commercializing FDA and European-approved innovative therapeutics. The company was conceived to make available therapeutics that meet the unmet medical needs of diseases with high regional prevalence. Middle East and North Africa region is around 440 million people with many unmet medical needs, with access hurdles to medicines in some countries, yet its pharmaceutical markets are some of the fastest growing in the world. Driven by growing population, urbanization, increased health insurance coverage in many countries, and improving healthcare infrastructure in general. NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals is perfectly poised to bridge the access gap between global healthcare innovation and successful market reach throughout the Middle East North Africa region.
Innovations that come from biotech, small or medium-sized companies that do not operate in MENA, they want one regional partner. They are not going to deal with 20 countries. That was the white space where we thought about, and that was the vision that created NEWBRIDGE around. NEWBRIDGE was a PowerPoint slides. I mean, it was just an idea. And the real challenge is how you're going to turn this idea into reality. Real investors, real brands, real partners, real people who will work in the company. And you know, that required a lot of imaginations to convince all the stakeholders around that reality.
Headquartered in Dubai, NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals today is a fully fledged pharma organization that is 120 people strong. It has direct commercial presence in 15 countries and a network of more than 40 local distributors. Since 2010, it has garnered more than 220 SKU registration approvals. And by 2018, successfully achieved revenues of $55 million US. Due to the vast geographical spread of the MENA region, the company has been reorganized into 5 different regions: Saudi, Gulf, Levant, emerging markets, and North Africa. A marathon and not a sprint, NEWBRIDGE, as any startup, passed through the usual growing pains and the difficult journey of establishing itself. NEWBRIDGE was established in June 2010 with a modest beginning. Only a few people comprised its first team, with the first 2 years mainly spent on scouting and searching for new products that fit the market needs. Although NEWBRIDGE is still proud of the first order that was secured in March 2011, however, the real breakthrough deal came in 2012 after lengthy negotiations with UCB, which led to the forming of its 2 main pillars, immunology and CNS. That same year, NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals achieved its first $1 million sales. The following year, NEWBRIDGE raised capital of significant magnitude and hired 40 people to fulfill its commitment to UCB, and from there on went from strength to strength.
The most common question I get asked by my colleagues in the pharmaceutical industry is, why NEWBRIDGE? Are you really happy in NEWBRIDGE? I must say that back in 2014, when I first joined, I was a bit in doubt. Should I really take this decision or not? After 6 years throughout this really encouraging journey, I must say that today I'm a proud NEWBRIDGer. The amount of experiences which you get out of this whole journey is like no other. Your interaction with partners, your involvement in the whole operation process gives you this sense of fulfillment and accomplishment.
In 2014, NEWBRIDGE launched Cimzia in the region. and was the main sponsor for the Pan-Arab Rheumatology, where NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals earned plenty of publicity and attention among KOLs and pharma companies, and went on to generate trust and credibility as an organization.
And the first true breakthrough that happened to NEWBRIDGE is when we signed the UCB deal, which actually it got signed on the 3rd of July, which was my birthday. So that was a great birthday gift. It took me 1 full year of hard negotiations to make that happen. And I remember the executives of UCB came to the region. I presented to them Cimzia, which I did very well because of my Enbrel history. And I presented to them CNS on epilepsy and Parkinsonism, which I have no clue about. And they picked that up and they immediately said, we can understand that you know anti-TNF very well, but CNS not so and so. And I thought we lost the deal, but gladly they were able to come back full force, and they gave us what was a $100 million potential for these 3 products combined. We did very well to the point now that they are going to extend it again for another 5 years, starting 2019. Now the deal is signed. The challenge is we needed to raise a lot of money and hire a lot of people in order to effect and execute on that deal. So you have to imagine that I had to go out and raise a significant capital in order to fund the amount of people and the talents that we need to hire for that. A lot of work, a lot of hard activities took place, but in 2013 we started to put it all together, and look where we are here today.
NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals' major product portfolio thrust began to shape after the team had focused their efforts on the 4 main verticals of key therapeutic areas, which are immunology and rare diseases, oncology and hematology, neuroscience, gastro and metabolic diseases.
While working at NEWBRIDGE, I had a great exposure from medical perspective with different companies, and this gave me a great experience and satisfaction.
Since 2010, NEWBRIDGE was busy enriching its product portfolio by striking in-licensing deals with multinational partners.
I want to congratulate NEWBRIDGE team in general and Joe in particular for such a wonderful job you've done in branding NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals. During my days at the pharma, I wouldn't believe that NEWBRIDGE is a startup company. Everybody would think it's been here for a long time, it's multinational with a strong presence. Wherever you go, particularly in the congresses, we used to see NEWBRIDGE up at the top. Imagine with a few years what you guys have done. I would imagine NEWBRIDGE in the coming years really a very successful company. I wish you all the best.
The stupendous success of NEWBRIDGE in attracting partners and products has come mainly from its innovative business model, a model that makes it truly a one-stop shop solution. Thus, our professional team is able to provide our partners a holistic solution to properly enter the market, offering regulatory, medical, commercial, logistics and finance solutions for their brands in the region. And the team performs all these services while protecting our partners and our own reputation and integrity by ensuring full adherence to international compliance norms and regulations. To ensure efficient corporate governance, NEWBRIDGE selected strong board members to steer the company in the highly competitive market, with members possessing vast knowledge and experience in the pharma industry, investment expertise and global network. Similarly, our executive team, with collective experience of over 250 years, provides the company, in addition to subject matter experts, passion and energy to drive growth and innovation. NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals has always ensured from the beginning the quality of its workforce by inducting a good caliber of talents from renowned pharma companies and with diverse background.
I received a phone call last March 2018 from someone I knew in NEWBRIDGE telling me I had an interview. I honestly didn't know what NEWBRIDGE was. I was working in Johnson & Johnson back then, but I wasn't really happy. So I took the chance and I had the interview, and now it's been almost a year, and I could say confidently that it's been the best decision I ever made. I made friends here, it feels like family, I've gained a lot of experiences, and I just love it here.
Needless to say, NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals is extremely proud of its unique team.
We needed to hire a lot of talents, and it was not easy at all to attract people from big pharma and multinationals into a startup. That was a real challenge. But we created a good story around it, and around NEWBRIDGE, and around their career potential, and around the projections of the company into the future. So some people trusted me as a leader in the industry, and some people trusted the story.
But the glue that brings all these myriad elements together to march forward in unison and cohesion is the culture and core values permeating the entire organization. Values that every NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals member abides by and cherishes. Quality, integrity, leadership, teamwork and collaboration.
Asking me what is driving all of this, it all comes down to the set of values that we created for ourselves from the early days. Quality, people, products, and innovation. Leading with a sense of ownership and accountability, performing with integrity, and the power of people that we believe in working together with respect and honesty.
Little wonder then, NEWBRIDGE has recorded a string of sterling achievements since its inception. Achievements that have set the company apart in the pharma market.
Business Unit Assistant for Oncology, 5 years in NEWBRIDGE. I'm proud to witness how NEWBRIDGE developed over the years. We have our ups and downs, though we all learn and survive. As a NEWBRIDGer, for me, it's not only a workplace, but a home, a family, where I could say I want to belong and grow over the next years to come.
And NEWBRIDGE Pharmaceuticals' achievements in 2018 were spectacular. It was the year NEWBRIDGE turned profitable with remarkable growth. Indeed, As was voiced by NewBridge Pharmaceuticals' venerable president and CEO, 2018 proved to be a year that would go down in the history of NewBridge for achieving critical milestones and inflection points that we all have been aiming for.
2018 was such a spectacular year, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the NewBridgers for such an outstanding job for creating such a successful year, a year that has been remarkable and will remain in our memory for years to come. I also want to take this opportunity to thank our families for all the support they have given us through this wonderful journey.
2019 onward, the picture is even brighter. NewBridge will start reaping the fruit of its efforts and the infrastructure built throughout the years. The pipeline is promising and the expected revenues are impressive.
Within the coming 10 years, NewBridge will have branches throughout the Middle East, North Africa, Central Africa, and part of South Africa, and will be very well established in the major markets of the region. We'll have a big share from the emerging markets, and we are confident that we will achieve 10 times, if not more, what we have achieved year to date.
And now, it is not the end. It is the beginning of a new era. The era of NewBridge being the partner of choice for many stakeholders, investors, employees, distributors, biopharmaceuticals, payers, providers, physicians and patients. Today, it is the beginning of another dream, of another imagination.
People may ask, what's next? What's the future holds? And I tell you two things. One, we need to maximize the potential of all what we've built here today. We built a strong foundation for brands and people. Number two is to go out and grab these endless opportunities that are waiting outside for us. To do that,
Just imagine.
Just imagine.
Just imagine.
Just imagine.
Just imagine.
just imagine. Imagine NewBridge.